Assalamualaikum friend, hope you are doing well. So today we will talk about research training, graduate education in the sciences, the institutional system, functional and diversity. The system for education life scientists at the graduate level is as complex and diversified as the role biology serve in society, but since this complexity largely reflects historical accident, it invites scrutiny. In the main, appreciate graduate training is needed for 1. School teachers at elementary and secondary levels, 2. College and universities teachers, and 3. Research workers. For the latter two categories specialized ranges through their applied field, themselves internally very diverse of medicine, agriculture, and forestry to the equally varied discipline of academic biology. The training of a teacher or investigator in molecular biology, systematics, or embryology necessarily is very different. The complexity of the institutional system serving the total enterprise is reflected in the fact that almost 40 subdisciplines in the biological sciences offer separate master or doctoral program and have sought traineeship support from the National Science Foundation (NSF). The departmental categories were found among 876 individual departments in colleges of arts and sciences, colleges of agriculture and forestry, and college of medicine. Of all graduate students, 53% are in PhD granting program in biological sciences in the professional school, agriculture and medicine. The student population size, attrition, location, approximately 7,500 students enter the system each year, largely from the approximately 25,000 students who annually receive baccalaureate degree in the biological sciences. Although the academic fields of biology are attracting an increasing number of students with bachelor training in physics or chemistry, the absolute number of these is probably still very small. Immigration from the sciences is probably greatest at the postdoctoral level. This annual input of students suffers substantial attrition. We can make a rough measurement from data reported in the questionnaire sent to department chairman by this survey committee. In the academic year 1966-1967, there were 23,287 graduate students in the responding life sciences department. Of these, 15,745 were PhD candidates. These candidates were distributed among 876 departments, of which 560 awarded 2,332 PhDs in 1967 and 66. These data allow some estimate the efficiency of graduate education or at least of PhD production. 16,000 doctoral candidates under the ideal circumstances of a 4-year PhD without attrition should produce 4,000 PhDs a year. In fact, the pool represented by our sample produced a little over half that number. This efficiency figure may actually be even lower than it appears, since the ratio should actually be determined by the number of candidates that enter during a period of time, rather than the number enrolled at a given instant. Also, some graduate programs define PhD candidates as those who have completed a master's degree or passed a qualifying examination This practice will reduce the apparent pool of active candidate and thus inflate efficiency figures. Another way of measuring efficiency, which is subject to the same reservation, is to use only those departments that awarded PhD degrees during 1966, 1966 and 67 and calculate the ratio of candidate to degrees awarded in those departments. Such calculations yield an average ratio of 6.0, which would translate to an efficiency figure of roughly 75%. There is some variation between type of department. Smaller ones, even though they may be less productive, tend to have lower attrition. The fates of the careers of students who fail to complete the doctoral program are largely unknown and merit future investigation. Along with the causes of their failure, women are only half as likely as men to finish their doctoral degrees. An aspect of the general failure of our society to take advantages of the creative resources of its female production. An entirely different measure of the effectiveness of a graduate program is the production of PhD relative to the number of individual faculty members who train them. 55% of the faculty members represented in our same teach in PhD granting department and 73% are located in department in which there are PhD candidates on the average in those departments that produced PhD in 1967 and 66. There were 4 faculty members per PhD produced in department with PhD candidate. There was zero point 0.8 faculty of biochemistry, average zero point 0.5 faculty member per candidate, and in 1967 produced a PhD for every 2 faculty member. Anatomy department, by contrast, had 1.3 faculty member per candidate and produced only one doctorate for every 8 faculty member. So our topic is, and if you are new on my channel, so please like, subscribe and share my channel with your friend. Thank you.